This Sam, what are the 3 reasons that Michigan won that game, in your opinion?
Number one, just great defense on those crucial downs, those third downs and fourth downs. Tackling when you're supposed to tackle, like blocking passes. And like I said, man, those boys is everywhere in that secondary, man. So that's definitely what I seen, because they had to, Ohio State had to kick 3 points a couple times or whatever when they should have had the touchdown. I mean, close to in the red zone, all types of stuff. But that's the first thing. Defense, man, came to play. So, second, not having Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards getting in there, man, and going for those 2 big touchdowns, man, 70, 80 yards, man, get out of here, bro. Like, this man just took off with the broken hand, right? Got like a broken thumb or something?
Yeah, cast on his right hand.
16 yards? 2 touchdowns?
Yep.
Come on, who's seen that coming? But I know you're big on Edwards anyway, before you was even, like, Corum hadn't got back in. So he coming in and filling in the spot or whatever, not scared to freaking be a freaking hero. You feel me? Came in and did work. And then Big JJ, man, come on, man. They've been doubting this man all year, bro. Like,
how about that kid?
He can't throw the long pass. He can't do this. He's not accurate enough, this and that or whatever. Man, that man showed out big time in the biggest game of his life. And this man took off, bro, for real. His players believed in him. The defense played well. Corum out, Edwards in. That's the 3 keys, bro. That's what made y'all go over the top and some.
Pops, what about you? 3 reasons we won that game that stick out to you.
Well, Sam about sums it up. I mean, that defense showed out. I mean, who do you know came down there, limited Ohio State in the second half to 3 points, 19 rushing yards, 177 total yards, 6 penalties. Thank you very much. And they were 1 for 7 on third downs.
Right. Crucial.
1 for 7 on third downs. That, like Sam said, that was crucial. We stopped them when we had to stop them.
Had to stop
them. But the thing that Jordan pointed out last night was the turning point, that I think the turning point of the game. Ohio State was at our 32-yard line. It was 4th down, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, whatever like that.
4th and 3. Mm-hmm.
Stroud went back to throw it to a tight end.
Stover.
And it was off his fingertips. At that time, Ohio State was up 10-3. Ohio State goes in to score a touchdown. It's 17-3, and that's a different outcome. People don't understand. That's a different outcome. Let's say you come back from 14 points with that crowd in Ohio State. Right. That could have been a whole different outcome. A whole different outcome. And at halftime, for a minute, I sat down. I had something in my hand, like threw it down, and I'm like, man, don't let us get, man. And I for the moment, I'm pissed. We had 10 yards rushing, 4 first downs, but guess what? We were only down 3 points.
Right.
So something's telling me we got it. If we could just run the ball just a little bit, just a little bit,
to even it out, to balance it out,
and we get the ball started in the second half.
Right.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Can't be that bad. The hell with these stats. Look what the score is. 20-17. If that's anybody else, that's a 35-3 game. If that's anybody else. And they came out in that second half and pushed it down the field like the old Michigan. Man, defense is one. J.J. McCarthy, 12 of 24, 263 yards, 3 touchdowns, 27 rushing yards, and a touchdown.
Right.
I like that third down call. He got to the huddle. Okay, first 2 cracks in the line. Fuck it. I'm carrying it my damn self. Get out the way. Give me a little block. Move. I got this.
Hey, just like give me the ball.
Ran past the first offensive lineman. I was supposed to give him the block. He was like, man,
exactly.
I'm getting in here.
He ain't have time for all that.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about none of that stuff.
And Cornelius Johnson, 4 catches for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Woo! Most of them boys.
That play right there, that reminds us of 2018, how our secondary was. That he could have been more wide open. He turned him around, Sam, like
Gone.
He had that fool on skates. He had
didn't know
that
where he
boy on
was.
skates.
He didn't know where he was. He didn't know where he was.
Playing
I'm
that
like,
one high
wow.
safety, playing that one high
Yep.
safety jump,
Yep.
man, being scared of the
Exactly.
run game. Because
Exactly.
you think, like your boy said, man, said one trick pony, man. No way.
Yep. Yep. I was like, 'cause when he threw it, I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, he's wide open. Bam. That was easy. Okay. You know. And he broke that. And the first one, when he broke the tackle from the sideline, I thought it was a safety back there. I'm like, okay, gain of 15. And he kept running. I'm like, there's nobody back there.
Hey, Pops. His ass was out of there. He was out of there.
He was out of there. Thank you, your defensive coordinator.
He had a
thank you.
he had a first year. Let's see if he has a job next year. That'll be interesting to see. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, just keep throwing to CJ, keep throwing to Cornelius. Like obviously he's roasting them boys. They got nothing on him. But shout out JJ McCarthy, man. That kid played the game of his life. I mean, he went 12 of 24, completed 50% of his passes, more than enough to win. Okay, 263 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, running the ball, 27 yards and a touchdown. Crucial, man. And he was so smart. He was being a leader, man. Like even the little shit, like he took off for a first down run and he's pushing, fighting, gets the first down. Our running back tries to get chipped because he got pushed out of bounds on the Ohio State line. JJ grabs him up like, man, come on, get over there. Nah, we ain't feeding into that shit.
We ain't time for that jump. Yep.
That's a leader.
That's
we ain't feeding it. We ain't feeding into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Into that, man. We ain't feeding it. Get your ass back to the huddle.
Stay focused.
Exactly.
Stay focused.
Exactly. And that's what happened. And they played more discipline, and it cost, and it helped in the penalties. And I couldn't believe they called a fair game in Columbus. I could not believe that. Obviously, like a lot of these calls they were calling, most of them was on point. Like they were good calls, man. But
they were excellent calls.
In recent history, as I remember, like even if they are blatantly obvious, we don't get calls down there, man. We don't get you. And you got to come into the game expecting and knowing that you're not getting no calls. You got to go in there, and you got 3 enemies every week when you go to every time that you got to fight. Pops, what is it? The team,
the fans, and the officials.
Every time, never fails.
And this one dude got on Twitter about the interception in the end zone, dude. All the defensive back had to do was turn around and they don't throw the flag. That's interference. It was a catchable ball. I'm like, then I type back, I'm like, who in the fuck are you to complain about and officiating in the Michigan-Ohio State game in Columbus? Who are you? You forget about 2016, don't you? That was embarrassing.
That was the worst.
About shame. Oh my God. It wasn't just JT was short. It was a few, man. Lord. I still think about that and it still boils my blood.
A lot of these Ohio State fans and others are talking some blasphemy, in my opinion. But Coach Ryan Day is 1-2 against Michigan now, 1-2 against Harbaugh. He's lost what 4 or 5 games in his 4 years there, 4 years there.
He's 45-5.
Is he on the hot seat?
That would be the stupidest thing. You've coached 50 games, you won 45 of them. How is he on the hot seat? Where they fucked up at, they went to the Big 12 and got a defensive coordinator. Jordy, when's the last time Big 12 played defense?
I can't recall.
Thank you.
Off the top of my head.
Thank you. Jim Knowles, he's supposed to be the man. All the points he gave up, I forget who he was coaching. The Big 12 doesn't play defense. They don't play defense, and you got a defensive coordinator from him. Okay, fine. Yeah. We scored 42 in your last year, 45 this year. Yeah, keep him.
Okay,
Keep him.
We scored 42 on them last year, and we scored 45 on them this year. Yeah. Mind you, we had different offense and defensive coordinators this year and last year. Replaced both coordinators and still did that in enemy territory, by the way.
Still went 12-0. And Jordy, and I also thought too, when you guys first started this podcast, Jordy, my son over there, he made a bold statement to that Ohio State dude. We're going 12-0. He laughing. We're going 12-0. Then he asked him a question. Who's going to beat us?
Right.
Who's going to beat us? Oh, yeah, who's going to beat us? 12-0. I don't know nobody that's went 12-0 with new offense and defense coordinators. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I never seen it happen.
Right.
This season, it was remarkable, man. It was a blessing. It was a blessing.
Right.
We had some close calls, yeah. We had some close calls. Maybe we should have lost that Illinois game. Maybe we should have. But that's the way football goes. And Bielema complaining, you're mad because you couldn't put us away. You know, shut your fat ass up. You couldn't put us away.
That's why they play the game, man. That's why they play the game.
They play the game.
And FYI, he's referring to the episode, the first one I went on with the No Nonsense podcast right before we started this one up, Sam. When I went on there and I told them boys, bold prediction. I said, Michigan's going 12-0. We're winning the Big Ten again.
Yep.
And who's going to beat us?
Right.
Yep.
Who's going to beat us?
He said that before we even took a snap. Yep. He said, we're going 12-0. And I'm thinking to myself, it's kind of a stretch. And I looked at the schedule. I'm like, all these games are winnable.
Right.
What I'm tripping about. They're winnable.
No doubt.
When Michigan didn't play nobody, like the high-low driving, when he said, don't say, he finally came and talked to me. Well, Michigan ain't playing nobody. I know. We didn't play nobody Saturday.
Yeah, we still ain't played nobody. Right.
We still ain't play nobody. Yeah, you're right.
You know, still ain't played nobody.
But they are mad down there. It's not that they lost, it's how they lost. Oh, they are upset, and I am loving it. All of this frustration comes out. I'm against planting that flag. I am. But see, people don't realize how they treat us down there. In 2004, I don't know if you guys know this. In 2004, Sam, we went down there. 2004, 2006. I think it was 2004. We went down there. Sam, they had us step to the side. They brought in dogs sniffing our shit. Like we bringing some shit down here. Sniffing our shit. Shit like that. Lloyd Carr, like, what the fuck is this? They sniffing our shit. Like we supposed to bring some bombs or some shit down there.
Right.
So all of that came to root. You know, when I saw that flag being planted Saturday, I'm against it. But you know something? For about 6 minutes, I fucking loved it. I wish I could have been. I loved it. They deserved every bit of our trolling. They've been trolling us for the past decade, disrespecting us, spitting on our jerseys, setting our jerseys on fire on social media. All that. Michigan, that mediocrity. Oh, they're nothing no more. They're nothing no more. Okay. All of that frustration came out. I don't fine us if you want to plant the flag. We'll write the check. You know, 50,000, no problem. Yeah, we'll write the check. That's fine. But I'm so glad they did it. So glad it couldn't have been a better place. Not if even Columbus.
If we get fined for that, if anybody ever sees this video, please forward us the Venmo or whatever, the GoFundMe. We'd be glad to donate to the cause.
Sure would. Sure would.
That's crazy.
I loved it.
Bro, and I've been seeing the Ohio State and Michigan feud or whatever, like going into the game. And I see that they put the X's on the M's on all the M's that they write, which is super crazy to me. I've never seen nothing like that, man. That's just some more petty stuff from Ohio State.
That's because they don't know their ABCs. Ignorant ass. That's why.
Craziest thing I've seen, man, in a long time, man.
Dude, and they don't even like to say the name and all that, but the reason behind that is that they're just dumbasses, man. They really are. They're dumbasses. They obsess in their Woody Hayes workout room for each other. They have like 3 countdown clocks and they put all these quotes in there to motivate them every day. Obviously, it ain't been helping you. You need to change your culture, do something else, get a life, get laid, shit, do something.
We don't have no countdown clocks in Ann Arbor? We don't have any?
I'm just saying, they go over the top.
To my knowledge, we were the first to have, Bo put the countdown clocks in the early 70s. We were the first to have them. You want to talk about countdown clocks?
But we ain't sitting here crossing out O's and all this other stupid shit.
We don't do that. We got
you know, and we do, and we have education and we have standards. But the thing is, you know, you're talking shit to Ohio State fan or going back and forth with it. You got to wait like 10 minutes for a response on like a 12-word sentence because they're too busy spell checking, taking out the M with X's and all this other stupid shit. Like, dude, shit, like they out here banging a set or something. It's like, bro, what? What is you claiming? Yeah,
Right.
that's whack as hell.
Mhm.
And you know what? And shout out to the true Ohio State fans who have been true throughout all this. I know you're pissed, but y'all have been great for so long. It's time to let the big dogs get their shine now. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off your hands. We appreciate it, but you know, it's gonna be all right. I know you guys are mad right now, but it's gonna be all right. We're here. At the end of the day, we're all human. It's a game, man. And we're trolling because you guys troll. But I mean, overall, I think I've been behaving. I didn't text or hit up any one of my Ohio
Oh
State
no,
friends and
don't
rubbing it in
need
their
to.
face. I
Don't
texted
need to.
all of them and I told all of them good game after the game.
Right.
That's all I said. That's all I
Don't
said.
need
That's
to.
all that needs to be said. What I say on here is different. What we post, we go back and forth with people sometimes on Facebook or whatever the case may be. It's like, man, but for the most part, I just been letting them talk, man, because like
Mhm.
if you get beat that bad, like what can you really say? Like, and you're gonna sit here like the day after if somebody says something and then say that we're trash or we're this or we're that. Like, dude, I can't even respond to you because like that makes no sense to me. Like, I'm not gonna dignify you with a response on that. I only get so many breaths in my lifetime. I'm not gonna waste them talking about it when you just got your ass mauled all over the football field and then some. Like, our play did our talking. And that's what I like best. That's cool, here to talk about the shit on the podcast whenever, that's fine. But you got to know how to win too. And Ohio State's not very good at that. They definitely don't know how to lose
And the
because
thing,
Get him, Jake. Get him,
as far
Jake.
as as far as taking it, they just they haven't been used to it that much. I get all that, but last couple of years, it's a new time. It's a new time. It's a new day. It's a new age. It's a new Big Ten leader. It's a new champion. Once again, well, I'm not new champion because we won it last year too. But we rolling, man. We rolling, and it's just you can't keep the big dog down for so long. People go you go back and forth in a rivalry. One side gets dominant, the other one comes in. Like, you go back and forth, man. It's about time that we start winning some again. It's just that's how it is. When I was a kid, I seen us win, and then when I started getting about a teenager, we started losing and we lost 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 and we had to keep taking it on the chin, taking it on the chin, taking it on the chin. And now it's time for us to gloat a little bit. Let us celebrate it. Let us enjoy it. That's all we want to do. We're lifelong fans. We love our team just as much as all the true fans love their team, if not more. Like, we're historians. We're in it. We're in it to win it. Even when we're not winning it, we're in it. We wear this color here, win, lose, or draw. Like, we don't care. These colors never run, they never hide, and they never die. So that's just how it is. It's a great day to be a Michigan Wolverine. Go blue.